Welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, it's Sunday fun day, which means it's not Mimosa Monday, but it's the day before. And I'm just being silly when I'm trying to put things that make sense, like alliteration, whatever. It doesn't matter. Honestly, at this point, just cut the shit out of them. I get it. Guys, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County, Katie, Ginella, and everything in between, because there is a lot. Lots to talk about, lots to discuss. Now, before we do, don't forget that tomorrow is Hot Messy Topics. Holy shit. There is so much to talk about. Literally, there is so much to talk about. So I can't wait for that. um, Smash the like button. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Do all of the YouTubey things, and let's go. All right, guys. So I wanted to talk about Katie Ginella first because apparently she is announcing that she is doing a book. Yeah. Okay. She's saying that the idea surfaced during the season 18 reunion, but she explained that she wants the story to come directly from her. I think that's smart, covering her past, her growth, and personal evolution. And Emily Simpson had brought up that, well, Katie had a past like custody battle, which is for a lot of people a normal situation. And Katie admitted that she lost custody due to financial hardships, but insisted that she was never emotionally or mentally checked out. Now, the memoir is going to include heartfelt letters that Katie has written over the years to her daughter, Kaylee, offering guidance, reflections on past relationships, and lessons that she's learned. And also, she plans to explore her upbringing, marriage, her divorce, her motherhood journey, and path to resilience and self awareness. So she's pretty optimistic that the book will be published next year. This is a very early time in her housewives career to be launching a book, but go for it. I mean, I champion anybody that here's the thing about me. Like, if anybody is doing something and they feel, okay, well, I want to invest myself in it, I want to put my heart into the art. I want to share a story and I want to share my side of the story. I'm always championing that because I feel like it's who better to hear the story from than the person who's actually going through it. A lot of times that's not the case, especially with reality TV. Like, it's so heavily edited, which sometimes makes it slightly annoying because you know that there's so much more to the story with the editing. And I feel like for Jason and I, it makes it a little bit more weird being around production on Vanderpump Rules and Southern Hospitality and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, we see it, so you know that there's so much more to the story, and clearly they have a job to do to heavily condense all of this footage, this shit that is going on into a small episode. It's a lot. It's a lot. But let's move on. So I wanted to talk about this too. Now, Slade, Smiley, and Gretchen Rossi, they're dragging Katie. Oy, ay, ay, ay. So there was a rumor that emerged clearly, and if you guys are watching, it's actually kind of funny because it's Kiki Monique, Kiki Monique, Kiki Monique. Like, you hear her name 5 million times, and I'm living for this for her. But it emerged that Katie told a blogger that Tamra Judge attempted to drug her years ago, claiming that Gretchen was the source. Now, it was on Juicy Scoop where Gretchen expressed regret, saying that she trusted Katie. She was defending her as a friend. But then later she felt like Katie maybe wasn't being that truthful. And she questioned, like, who do I believe? The liar accusing me or someone who's actually been honest for years? Yeah. Guys, if you don't remember the whole naked wasted thing, this goes back 17 years ago. And Gretchen said, you know, if she'd told anyone at the time, it would have surfaced much earlier. But there was a scene on The Real Housewives of Orange County that showed Tamra trying to get Gretchen naked wasted. This is like back in the early days. And it was during season 4 where Gretchen adamantly denied that she was protecting Tamara from anything. And Slade Smiley even confronted Katie's husband, Matt, urging him to avoid speaking to bloggers or media and protect Gretchen from these narratives because they take off like, like a runaway train. He also remarked that he's disappointed in Matt, saying Katie's always denying allegations until she suddenly flips and admits them later. This ain't good. I'll say that. But hold on. Here is the clip. And also, juicy scoop. I die for Heather McDonald. I love her so much. Here we go.
We're in New Orleans, and Katie is swearing that she did not tell Kiki this fake story. She's like, I swear I did not tell Kiki this story. I swear I did not. And she's like adamant. And so I'm believing my friend Katie, and as like an idiot, defending my friend Katie, saying, my friend Katie's telling me she didn't say this. So who am I going to believe? The person that's lied and said all these things about me for years, Tamara, or my friend Katie? So then all of a sudden I'm watching this episode and she's like, I'm no longer protecting Gretchen. I'm telling the truth. Gretchen and Slade have been out spinning this story to everybody. And I'm like, protecting me from what? Your lies? Because I have not gone out and told anybody this. And the point is that had I told anybody the story, it would have already been out. Somebody would have put it out forever ago. And if I actually thought that, I would have been the first person to put it out. You know what I mean? Because this was 17 years ago.
Right. If we're going to follow with what Tamara says her beef is with you, is where she says, you've talked about me for years.
Right.
Then why wouldn't you? You're right. Why wouldn't you have brought up this, which there's video evidence of pretty bad behavior, not illegal, but, trying to get your friend pretty drunk on camera.
By the way, I'm not trying to protect Tamara from anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, why when Katie says, I'm no longer defending Gretchen and Slade or protecting them anymore. I'm like, protecting us from what? Your lies? So then Katie and now Matt are doubling down. And Katie's now Matt, Katie's husband, is claiming that Slade called him in New Orleans and said, protect Gretchen, hold the line. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And you should tell that story because you're the one that called Matt.
Pretty disappointed in Matt, obviously, because I did call him. We had just had a conversation about you shouldn't be going and speaking to bloggers or media. Like it's not a good look. Obviously, it's against your contracts. You shouldn't be doing it. We just had that talk. So when I get the phone call from her that I'm being told that Katie has done this, I called Matt. I go, Matt, like, not cool. Like, is your wife actually out there doing this? We just had this talk. I swear she didn't do it. She did not say that to Kiki. And I said, well, I don't want to hear a month from now that she actually did it, because that's been her track record where she denies. And then all of a sudden she flips and there's an admission. And that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Is that she now is changing her story after denying it on camera.
So we're in New Orleans and Katie is.
Okay. If I could have been a fly on the wall just for Heather McDonald, because I love Heather and her team, and she's just like the sweetest person. I would have just died, because I know like on the inside she was probably like, oh shit, this is like, really, this is what we're doing. But it's always fun to have like those little moments, Okay, I want to hear what you guys think, especially about Katie Ginella writing her book, but clearly Gretchen and Slade have something else to say. So guys, pop off in the comment section, please. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll talk to you later. Oh yeah, hot messy topics tomorrow. Bye guys.